Hey guys, this is Brian Jew. Wanted to talk to you all about what's going on in our world right now. There's no question that our world has changed. And although some people say we're going to get back to normal before you know it, whether that's the beginning of May or if it's later, I don't believe that. I don't think there is going back to normal and what we were. Now, we will get through this. We will get through this, but there will be a lot of changes. There will be a lot of significant economic ramifications as a result of this. It's going to be a really, really tough thing. It's a really tough thing right now. Obviously, there's the health concern first and foremost, absolutely first and foremost. But beyond that, because if we look at it and we do everything like we're supposed to do, like we are right now, most of us are going to get through this. We are going to get through this. But what's going to happen afterwards, economically? Yes, big government plan that our politicians have put in place, but that's not the answer for all of us. There's already a lot of confusion, and sure, everyone's going to be trying to get businesses, trying to get the SBA loans and this and that. It's still going to take time. And so what do you do now? And so, at first I was just rolling with this. We were doing everything we could to, make the most of this time business-wise. A ton of Zoom calls, like a lot of people, a lot of planning, a lot of altering, focusing on businesses that are working, like e-commerce type businesses. We had some discussion late last week with some people really close to, and yes, we were social distancing and we were somewhere where there was space and that type of thing, but we had a chance to sit down together and just kind of really talk. And it really hit me just how much this is going to really affect people. And I'm not just talking about people that I know or my family or anything like that. And believe me, we have felt it. Business-wise, the timing couldn't be worse. Of course, there's no good timing for anything like this. There's never a good time for a pandemic. The timing was just really bad across the board in a lot of different areas. And we had a lot of good things planned, and they'll still happen. Some of them will, at least. But there's other people that don't have the same kind of opportunities that we do. There's a lot of you out there that have listened to people say, focus on one thing, and you put all your eggs in one basket. And what happens now, that basket now it's empty, and there's no business for you coming out of this, because there will be businesses that die. That sucks. And we've been thinking about a lot about this. So starting, last week I said, I know there's something I want to do to help. There's got to be some things that I want to do to help, and we've been working on it, and some things that we can get out there and help. And even then, as these things are getting in motion, you see how you run into roadblocks that shouldn't be there, where politics and economics and a number of other things like that at high levels affect the ease of trying to help. We're still going to push through, and we're still going to figure out a way, but these last few nights, I have not slept. I mean, literally, I'll sleep for an hour at a time, 40 minutes at a time, and I'll wake up with ideas or in a panic or in a fear, and not for myself, but just for everybody. And so now it's time, and we're going to start doing some things immediately to help. One of the things that we're going to do is getting behind a nonprofit that is. Can I pause for a minute? So in trying to figure out how can I help the most, what I did was I first looked at what are my real skill sets. I talk sometimes about people that get it. And when I say people that get it, it's you can look in the mirror and you can be extremely confident about what you do well and what you know how to do. And at the same time, you can look in the mirror and say, this is where I need to, these are some of my flaws, this is what I need to work on, this is what I need to improve on. I know that as far as my skill sets go, one of the things that I'm great at is I am a master networker. The 30,000 connections I have here on LinkedIn, it's not just people that are randomly connected with. I've actually met thousands of them in person and communicated electronically with thousands more. There is some high quality people in my network, so that's one. And even just people I can call up that are on my cell phone. That's of value. I know how to put things together. I'm extremely creative. I know how to work through crises. There's a lot that I can bring to the table, and one of the things that I want to do is there's a lot that I can bring to the table. A big part of what I'm going to be doing moving forward is I'm going to be working with a nonprofit that I believe in, where the focus is going to be job creation, job retention, and job retraining for Americans, because there's going to be a lot of people, there already are a lot of people that are displaced and will be displaced, or their businesses are going to change, or their businesses are going to fail. And my acumen and financial matters, raising capital, network, putting things together, business development, all across the board, those things can help some of these businesses. Not every business is going to be saved or can be saved, but those that can end up helping people by giving them a job, those are businesses that I want to help with. Before we get back to work, however, we want to help develop a system. Well, we actually are already working on that, where we can get much needed supplies to people of need, whether they're hospitals, whether they're first responders, or just people that don't have access. And this could be medical supplies, it could be water, it could be Gatorades for, the first responders in the hospitals. It can be all kinds of different things. But we are going to be working actively to, additionally, for all of us here. Additionally, I want to donate my time to some of you out there that are in a crisis and help you manage that crisis. Give you some advice, whatever I can do. If your business is in a situation where you're not going to make it out of here, or you're worried about whether or not you're going to make it, or what you're going to do, or what your next steps are, or how to best be positioned when we get back to a new normal, what I'll do is I'm going to have a calendar below, and I'll open it up, and you can schedule some time and reach out, and we'll have a conversation, and I'll listen, and I'll give you my advice for what it's worth. All that said, there's a lot of good that can happen out of this as well, as we as a country and as a people can work together and stay together and become more of a community than we've been, and help each other. We will get through this, we will, but we have to be smart about it. And just as there are, the reality of it is in any up or down cycle, there are businesses, yes, that will go under, but there are also businesses that will come out of this and thrive. And we're already seeing some of that now. So if I can be a conduit to help anyone's business become one of the businesses that do thrive, and as a result, create more jobs, retain the jobs that are already there, and be in a position to help people, retrain people so that they have the skill sets to succeed in the new economy that we will have. I want to do that, and I want to help. So with that, stay connected, stay in touch, and everybody out there, please stay safe.